So a video about human experimentation? You sick. Yeah, I can see it.
Listen.
Human experimentation is a fundamental component of medical research, critical for the development of treatments for cancer and AIDS, as well as life-saving vaccines for polio and, more recently, Ebola. Unfortunately, human experimentation is also responsible for some of the greatest crimes against humanity in recorded history. For example, during the 1950s, 50 million people were infected with smallpox each year. In 1967, that number fell between 10 and 15 million people, thanks to a vaccination program organized by the World Health Organization. By 1979, the disease was considered eradicated. I'm sorry to have to tell you how fucking effective vaccines really are, Jenny McCarthy. Loved you in BASEketball.
Did I just fart?
On the other hand, there's the very bad shit, like the immeasurable and countless human atrocities committed in the name of medical advancement. This ethical dichotomy forces me to call upon a voice of reason. When there is the question of what is good and what is evil, there's only one man to turn to. Let's play What Would Hans Gruber Do? Between 1932 and 1972 in Tuskegee, Alabama, hundreds of African American men were offered treatment for syphilis by U.S. Public Health Service researchers. Instead of treatment, the men were observed to study the effects of the disease on the body. None of the men were told they were suffering from syphilis, and despite effective treatment being widely available, none were given medicine. In the mid-1950s, the CIA created a program aimed at perfecting the science of mind control called MK-Ultra. Millions of dollars were spent setting up front organizations through hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, and universities. Participants of the study were completely unaware of the true implications of the results, and many were administered drugs such as LSD without their consent.
How do you do?
In 1932, General Shiro Ishii headed the medical research team of Unit 731 of the Imperial Japanese Army. Test subjects were infected with diseases and then vivisected while alive and conscious. Limbs were frozen, thawed, amputated, and then attached to other parts of the body. Subjects were also burned, starved, exposed to radiation, injected with seawater, and placed in pressure chambers until they died. I can imagine Ishii's days started a little like this.
Let's open this baby up and see what it'll do.
Some of the most infamous and horrific human experiments were conducted by the Nazis in World War II. I think I could sum up that period of time in 3 words. Fuck you, Hitler. In the 1940s, Walter Friedman performed thousands of lobotomies by driving an ice pick through the eye sockets and into the frontal lobes of the brain of the patient in order to cure those considered mentally disturbed. Oh, do I know a few people who need an ice pick to the brain. Wait, let me back that up and pretend like I didn't say that. Oh, do I know a few people who need an ice pick to the brain. Damn it! Did I just say that again? The question is, have there ever been examples of human experimentation done right? increasingly more and more enforced ethical guidelines for the practice of medicine, ranging from Hippocrates to the Declaration of Helsinki to international ethics committees. As globalized education and information sharing increases transparency, we can only hope that these abuses decline in frequency. But we must look to the next generations of medical practitioners and respectfully demand that we are each treated as individuals who deserve the best care possible. Either that, or hurry your asses up. I'm sick of spending a whole goddamn day in your waiting room. Just kidding!
Listen.
You don't know me? Fuck Brandon. This dog don't know shit. Cause I ain't lactose intolerant. Fuck you.
Goo goo? Shit! It's floppy.
This usually doesn't happen to me. Usually get really good reception. I'm a gangster.